Guys, I always go up here in this shopping center because it's a gorgeous view. I don't know, I always come up here when I want to just take like a little break from everything and just relax. To this side is the Long Island Railway train, so it always comes around every like 3 to 4 minutes, and to this side is New York City. So I just always have thought that it's a great place to just kind of relax, and it's the perfect timing because my son actually fell asleep right now, and I just thought, okay, why not? I can't take him out because as soon as I take him out, he'll wake up, and I just like, okay, I love the breaks when he goes to sleep. So, you know, I just got my coffee from Dunkin' Donuts, as you guys saw, so I'm just gonna take advantage of this moment. And I came up here, and we call it up because it's a ramp and it goes all the way to the second floor to the rooftop, and you know, people park here to go shopping downstairs. So I came here to just relax and take my coffee break and watch some videos and meditate and pray and thank God for another day that other people don't get to see. It's just gorgeous, guys. This day is amazing. It's gorgeous. It's a beautiful day today, even though we're not doing much, but it's a vlog. It's a New York City vlog of our daily lives. Every day it's different, guys. So yeah, so that's what we've been doing. So today was just a lax day, and right now I'm just gonna drink my coffee and enjoy the scenery. I love, to my left, like I said, it's Long Island Railway, and my son loves this view. I come up here more so for my son because he loves watching the train go by. He loves trains. And I love this view of New York City over here. So it just looks amazing. It's just so, I mean, it's still a little surreal that I live in New York City because for a long time I wanted to live here. It was my dream to live here. And I had like a serious transition. Okay, there is something called you know, when you're on vacation or when you move to a new place, you go through this euphoric stage, and then it's like, when I went to school for my ESL certification, the teacher taught me that it's like the tip of the iceberg. Like, you go through this euphoric stage and like you're daydreaming, you're in heaven, and everybody's awesome to you, and everybody loves you, and you're in the clouds, and you're high-fiving everybody on the street, you know, and everything seems amazing to you, but you don't see the rest of the iceberg that's underneath, which is like the biggest part. That's reality. That's like when reality sets in, and like when you're nostalgic about your home, when you're home, so you become homesick. I mean, it's all those steps that come along, and then you settle in. So you have to go through like craziness and like emotional beat downs first before you finally settle in. So I went through that here in New York. I went through that, and I'm finally over it. Thank God, I'm finally over it. I mean, it went away, I think, a few months ago, like 3 or 4 months ago. I just finally settled in. I finally was able to get along with people. I mean, it was just like so crazy how I struggled, especially with how I am. Like, I'm defensive. I put a huge wall before I meet someone. So it's like I prejudge the person, or like I see how they're looking at me, and from that I just pretty much see. Let me show you guys. Oh, you can't see it here. Let me see if you can see it from here. Every 2 to 3 minutes this beautiful train passes by. I mean, it's, you know, it's a subway, but my son loves it. So I focus on like how they're looking at me, and I base the interaction based on that, which is terrible. But if they like look at me up and down, or if they're, I can tell when somebody's like judging me already up front, and so it just really bothers me. It really irks me because it just makes it feel like I'm just being judged just by the exterior, and that's what they're basing on. That's what they have to go by, and it's just like, it's like they shut off their getting to know me phase because they already determined who I am, concluded in their head about me by their judging me with their eyes. So I got that a lot here in New York, not in Manhattan, as I would tell my husband and like other friends, not in Manhattan. Manhattan, it's amazing. Like, people are awesome. They're educated. I can't really explain when I say educated. I mean, they have education. You know, like they know it's ignorant and it's not nice to stare. You know, stuff like that. Just common sense stuff. And here in Jackson Heights, it's like common sense goes flying out the window. It's like they don't even know what that means. I mean, I'll just give you guys some like scenarios, some situations. One, I was at the laundromat downstairs in the basement, and I was going through that rough phase. Okay, guys, so I was on edge. I was on edge because I was getting like vibes. I was getting stared at left and right, and I think I was focused more on people staring at me, and like I guess I just magnified it because I was focused on that. But anyway, so long story short, I was downstairs in the basement and I was getting my clothes out of the dryer, and this lady just comes up behind me and she goes in Spanish, but you know, she's this tiny little old Colombian lady, and she just comes up to me from behind and she just starts yelling at me and saying, did you take out my clothes from the dryer? And I was like, no, I didn't. And she just like flat out accused me. And first of all, I noticed like the ignorance. You know what I mean? Like, why would you just straight up like accuse someone? Where the heck do you live? Under a rock? Why do you accuse someone? Just because I'm taking my clothes out of that dryer does it conclude that it was me? Why? How do you conclude that? Because I was taking the clothes out of that dryer? Like, it means nothing. That's the dryer I put my clothes in. I didn't take the clothes out. I put the clothes in. I mean, first of all, it's disgusting. I don't like touching people's clothes. So as much as I was telling her that, I was like, I don't like touching people's clothes. It's not me. I wouldn't do that. No, I know it was you. I just know it was you. I'm like, how do you know? She's like, because look at you. I could tell you would do something like that. I'm like, God dang it. How ignorant. But I just realized that it was like the attack of the devil. You know what I mean? Like, he was just attacking me left and right, especially because he knows that it irks me when somebody stares at me for long periods of time, and like you could tell when somebody's staring at you like for other reasons. You can tell, you know. And like I've gotten to the point where like I do a staring contest. I'm like, let's see who gets tired first. It's not gonna be me, you know. Like, I know it's like really awkward at a certain point, but I'm just like, ugh. You know, I've gotten to the point I don't even like care. Like, people are staring, I don't even like look at them. I'm just like, keep walking, like whatever, because they're staring because whatever they're staring at, or whatever the reason why they're staring. But anyway, so that was one. Another one, I'll never forget it. It's a situation where it's so comical. I'm gonna just share it on YouTube for like the world to see and hear. I was at a hair salon, a Colombian hair salon across the street from my house. This is all Jackson Heights, guys. And I was at a Colombian hair salon, and the lady was, this lady, apparently she was the owner, which is so unfortunate. I overheard her talking. I had like my head in that thing where like they wash your hair, and so my head was back, but I was listening to everything that she was saying, and she was speaking in Colombian. I'm gonna say Colombian because her accent, it was Colombian. Like, the words that they say are, you know, they're slang. It's slang, but I understand it because I grew up with Colombians in Atlanta. But those Colombians are nice. I mean, I've never dealt with Colombians like this. These are like rude, ignorant people. Ugh. But anyways, so just no common sense. And so I overheard her going, oh, I'm just going to translate in English. She goes, thank God I didn't get any annoying people today. She's like, I did get one that's kind of annoying, but she's asleep now. She's right over there. And she was talking to someone about a customer who was right over there, like a few feet from her. How could she? Oh my gosh. I was just like, I couldn't believe that. That wasn't the worst part, guys. The worst part was when she was offering people coffee. That's not the worst part. That was amazing because I love coffee. But the worst part was that when I asked her for coffee, she finally comes up to me and she goes, because she didn't offer me coffee. I had to ask her. She was offering everybody but me. And so I asked her, and she goes, how would you like your coffee? Now, guys, isn't the like the most common thing is cream and sugar? I mean, this is America. So I said cream and sugar. I said it in Spanish. I was like, crema y azúcar, which means cream and sugar. She gives me, oh my gosh, this, I can't really do the face right now because I'm like, my eye, I'm already squinting because of the sun. I can't squint any more, any more squinting, and my eyes were like, will invert inwards. But, you know, she just goes, crema, like cream. Like, she gave me the face like, what's that? Like, cream, what's cream? I was just like, cream. Do you not have cream? She's like, I don't have cream. Does it look like we have cream here? And I was like, I don't know what it looks like. Like, I'm just asking for cream and sugar. I was like, what do you have? She's like, leche, which means milk. And I was just like, okay, then whatever you have, just throw it in there. And she just looks at me like, oh, this is what she says. She goes, you must not be Colombian. And I was like, what does that mean? And she's like, well, you just must not be Colombian. And she's like laughing with the other lady next to me washing her hair. And I was like, what? I'm like, I'm Mexican and very proud of it. Do you have a problem with that? And she's like, no, there's a Mexican who works here. I was like, so I don't know what you mean by that. I have no idea what you mean by that. What are you talking about? And I guess she got my vibe that I was stuck up because I said cream? Are you out of your mind? Please comment below in the comments below and tell me if something's wrong with me or if something was wrong with her. Because every time I tell the story, people look at me like, what? How could she like not know what cream is? Coffee break. Love it. Guys, I can never get enough of coffee. If you guys want to give me some gifts and send me something, send me a big old bag of coffee. I love Starbucks, dark roast. I love Verona. I love all coffee, guys. No coffee will be rejected. I love all coffee. Send it. I will put the P.O. box information underneath. Send me coffee. I love it, and I will love you for it. That's another thing. I'm going to be doing a giveaway once I reach a certain amount of subscribers that are faithful, that are constantly commenting. I will be doing a giveaway, guys. Whoever's commenting, I'm just going to prepare you guys. From now, I'm going to be doing a nice giveaway. But guys, that's it for now. You're on. I'm just going to relax and enjoy the scenery of New York City right in front of me. I see the One World Trade Center. It's amazing. I mean, you can't really see it that well here, but you could see it. You can see it from New Jersey, actually. That's how big New York City is. I see the Sears Tower over there. Whew, I worked in Manhattan, so I would see all these buildings. And right a block behind my work is Times Square. So I would go occasionally on my lunch break, but I like to go to Bryant Park most because it was just so relaxing. Like, you got mix of nature with, you know, the concrete jungle behind you. It was just like, I mean, it would just take your breath away to just look at that combination. Okay, guys, I will see you guys in a bit. All right, thanks for listening to my rambling, and I love you guys. I love all you beautiful subscribers that constantly comment on my channel. I love you ladies. You guys are amazing. Big kiss to you guys. And like I said, I'm going to be doing a beauty giveaway. I don't know what it is yet, but it's going to be a nice makeup kit. And we'll see. All right, guys? I'll see you guys in a bit. Bye.